أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the beginning of Surah Jumuah start this surah, this ayat, the ayah from ayah number 1 to ayah number 4 from Surah Jumuah. This is our study today. We started yesterday and we read the ayat, and we talked about the environment in Medina. The environment in Medina, it's an environment, it was a new phenomena. What's the new phenomena that never been in Mecca? That the Muslim community facing in Medina.
Munafiq?
The hypocrisy. We talked yesterday, there is no hypocrites in Mecca. Why there is no hypocrites in Mecca? Mecca, there is not even one hypocrite. In the period, the 13 years that the Rasul ﷺ spent in Mecca, there is not even one hypocrite. Why?
Because they're being persecuted.
Exactly. It was the hypocrites, they grow up when everything is fine, when there is something to get. But when it's time to give, hypocrites don't come. Hypocrites, they are motivated with the self-interest. So the Mecca, there is no self-interest, there is no benefit to be Muslim. There is only the opposite, struggle, and we talked about this yesterday. So this new phenomena in Medina, when the Muslims become a power, when the Muslim has money, the hypocrites follow the money and follow the power. This is the two things. For in the mind of the hypocrites, it's one of the two important things, the money and the power. This is the motivation, this is the attraction of the hypocrites. But when there is giving and struggle, you don't see them. You don't see them. When there is work and preparation, you don't see them. When there is benefit, you see they appear. They come from every direction. So in Medina, it's the best environment for hypocrisy, because the Muslim become power and the tough job is being done already in Mecca. The struggle, this is why the people I mentioned yesterday, anybody talk about the Muhajirin, the first Muhajirin, the foundation of this da'wah, the people who give their money, their life, their every moment of their time to serve this deen. Nobody can have right to open his mouth to talk about these people. These people are, as Rasul ﷺ said, do whatever you want to do, Allah already forgive you. افعلوا ما شئتم. Because they gave a lot. And they gave a lot, of course, when the time people refuse to give. This is why I gave example yesterday of Umar ibn Khattab. What Umar ibn Khattab is going to gain from being Muslim? He has the power, he has the money, he has the prestige, he has everything he wants before Islam. For somebody like Umar ibn Khattab, like Abu Bakr, like Khadija, radiallahu anhum, like Uthman, these people, to become a Muslim, they're going to lose with the concept of dunya. They have no, they're not going to get any dunya from being Muslims. So for them, they gave the dunya, اشتروا الآخرة بالدنيا. They buy the akhirah with them dunya. The price of the akhirah, it was their dunya. So when the dunya become a lot, Muslim has power, has a lot of money of zakat, comfort of Medina, then the hypocrites start coming. And some start coming and making problems and talking like they've been there. I told them yesterday, at the beginning, the first day of Ramadan, came here, the people who put all the stuff behind, there is a foam under all these carpets. They work. I look to the people, they're working very hard. And they say, after that we come, talk about myself, and we don't know. I was lucky to come and see these people early. But a lot of people, they came, they thought that it's, when they built this room, already they put the carpet with it. It's done long enough. There is people who worked very hard, volunteers, who worked very hard to do things for us. At least if we are not able to do what they do, we be quiet and we thank them, the shukr, give them shukr. So this is the environment of Medina. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He wants to remind everybody in Medina about the Prophet ﷺ and what he did. The na'im of the Medina, especially after Badr. What happened in Badr, they shift, the power shift. Before Badr, they still, even in Medina, the 2 first years, still years of toughness. People working to change the situation in Medina. But after Badr, there is izzah and power to the believers. And to be Muslim means to be with the side, the powerful side. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants here start the surah to remind everybody about that Allah is ghani, that Allah doesn't need our prayer, doesn't need our tasbih, doesn't need our da'wah fi sabilillah. We do this for ourselves. We never, Allah wants to tell us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-ghani, means the self, he doesn't need our ibadah again. He doesn't need our sadaqah, our zakat. He doesn't need, he's not going to change it. As the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, يا عبادي, hadith Abu Dharr, hadith al-Qudsi, لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم كانوا على أتقى قلب رجل واحد منكم ما زاد ذلك في ملكي شيئا. If you're the first person from Adam until the last human being on earth, and your ins and your jinn, all of you, all the creation, they become muttaqeen as the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ, he is the best person ever walked on the earth and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. كانوا, they become على أتقى قلب رجل واحد منكم. All the hearts of the people, they become like the heart of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Guess what? Of all the people like this, ما زاد ذلك في ملكي شيئا. It's not going to add anything to my mulk. It's not going to add anything to my power. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here said, يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. Everything in the earth and in the heaven, they make tasbih to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So does Allah, after this, does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, does he need our tasbih? So he doesn't. He has enough tasbih. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the problem, what's this ayah, and Allah gave the 4 names of him, Asma al-Husna. What's the 4 names?
Al-Malik,
Al-Maliku, Al-Quddusu, Al-Aziz, Al-Hakim. And he gave this, there is a big wisdom in mentioning this 4th name. We talked about this yesterday. We saw the combination between Al-Malik and Al-Quddus. Qudusiyya, it's the holiness. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pure and is muqaddas. Muqaddas is the opposite of mudannas. It's not, has nothing that it's not complete. Has nothing that it's dirty or something that it's dunyawi. It's from this dunya, materialistic things. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he described himself, he is the owner, but not every owner deserves the tasbih. And this is the confusion of that a lot of people they put it there. If I have your power, you have to glorify me, worship me. No, as some kings and some people, they worship their owners, or worship the people who are in control of them. Or some people want them to worship them, want them to treat them different. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all his life teaching the opposite. There is nobody on earth more than Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, closer to Allah and has power. But always remind people, shifting this because we are weak, human being by nature. If somebody save you or somebody help you, you treat them differently. For Islam, you thank them, this is good. But don't go beyond that. Don't try to them to replace Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because they have no qudusiyah, no holiness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He's the only owner. There is many owners. He's the real owner, but more than that, He's the only owner that deserves to be worshipped. Because Al-Quddus only we worship Al-Quddus. We don't worship the creation. We don't worship the dunya things. See the Quddus one came. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is reminding us that if we see many, you're going to see many Malik in this earth. But none of them is Quddus. you're going to see a lot of people who are aziz, has power, but not all of them has hikmah, hakim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has all of it. Nobody can have these four things together except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is why everything glorified Him. He is Al-Maliku, He is Al-Qudusu, Al-Azizu, Al-Hakim. And this is why everything glorified and yusabbihu lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fil. So let's go to this inshallah, we'll read it and we'll go to the next ayah. Number 2. هو الذي Okay. Anybody else didn't come yesterday? Didn't come yesterday? Okay. Share together. Okay. Repeat after me ayah number 2 from Sura Jumuah. هو الذي بعث في الأمين رسولا هو الذي بعث في الأمين رسولا رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم يتلو عليهم آياته Be careful, make آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين Yeah, ask the office to make 10 copies, please. 10. No, there's 3. No, all of them. They are 3 different. Okay. Read, please, the meaning of this second ayah.
He it is who raised among the unlettered a messenger from amongst them, who recites his revelations to them, purifies them, and teaches them the book, Quran, and wisdom, though they were aforetime in manifest straying.
So we talked yesterday about why Allah, when He started talking about the Prophet ﷺ, He reminded everybody that Allah sent to the Ummeen. Who are Ummeen?
The Quraysh,
the Arabs. The Arabs, they don't know, majority of the Arabs, they don't know how to write or to read or to write. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent among them Rasulah, prophets. And we said yesterday, what's the wisdom that Allah chose the Prophet ﷺ to be among the Ummiyeen? We said there is at least 2 or 3 big messages.